guys, we're back for another Dokkan battle video. So, Jump Festa had a panel with Legends and Fighters and Xenoverse 2 and Dokkan as well. Now, what's funny is we're sort of thinking maybe Legends might show something that might give us, like, some hints or teasers of Gogeta Blue or something like that. But really, Dokkan, and I guess also Xenoverse 2 did show PyCon, but Dokkan actually gave us a lot. I was pretty surprised. They showed quite a bit here. So they showed us the arts for PyCon and Janemba, right? We have both of these. They also showed us that there's going to be a new story event. Like, there's just a lot we're going to go through here. So for starters, we have the PyCon full art right here. So based upon the super attack animation, we know that there's a unit super attack here. I don't know, maybe we'll just, so we've got this right here, right? So we have the Janemba active skill. Okay. So what they showed here, they showed Janemba's transformation active skill. They showed Janemba's transform super attack animation as well. And then they showed the PyCon unit super attack, right? So, they did not show PyCon's normal attack. Or if PyCon might have like an active skill or anything like that. Like it's hard to say for sure, right? We're not really going to know. Also, what's interesting about this Janemba super attack is that Janemba does so many attacks throughout the movie that they easily could do like a summonable LR. They could do a lot more. So I love this. Yeah, the Gogeta and PyCon side by side. The twin powers. PyCon and Gogeta. I absolutely adore that. Yeah, PyCon. Oh, I love that these unit super attacks, this is the second unit super attack that's basically like almost like a what if, right? Because the Angel Vegeta was like that too, where it's like, what would have happened if Goku did not run out of power and he actually would have been able to, gather his full energy as a Super Saiyan 3, right? Like that. It's ridiculous. And then we got PyCon standing tall and proud like that next to Gogeta. I love it so much. So here's the thing. With this art right here, with the Gogeta super attack, I mean, you saw that Vegeta and Goku were behind him and they, do the whole like fusion thing and all that stuff, right? So what I think is very, very likely to happen is that they're either going to require us to have an Angel Vegeta or an Angel Goku, or a Movie Hero Vegeta or a Movie Hero Goku. It's very, very hard to tell. I guess it would be a lot better if it's a Movie Hero Goku and Vegeta, obviously. But it's not really going to hurt PyCon so much. Well, okay, the reason it could be better, I guess, if it's just Angel Vegeta, right? If it's just Angel Vegeta or Angel Goku, that would include the LR STR Vegito, right? But if it's Movie Hero Vegeta, that does not include LR STR Vegito. So it's actually pretty, it's like I sort of like, oh, it'd definitely be better if it's Movie Hero, but it's like, is it? It's hard to say. I don't know. Perhaps it could be. It could either just be like an Otherworld Warrior Vegeta and Otherworld Warrior Goku, right? Like, well, I guess that's the same thing as Angel, right? So, man, I don't know. I would really have to think about it more, which one would be better. Maybe Otherworld would be better, just because, I mean, getting the best unit in the game, pretty much SCR LR Vegito on there would be really good. And I do not have a PyCon tab open, unfortunately, or a Janemba. I probably should have did that ahead of time, my bad. But PyCon, one of the major teams he's on that I think is really going to matter here is PyCon, of course, is on the Battle of Wits team, right? Which is led by STR-LR Vegito. So that's the thing, right? Like, if it's just like an Otherworld Warrior Vegeta, then just PyCon being on the Battle of Wits team, he's going to be able to get the unit super attack all the time with both the leader, LR Vegito, and then the friend, LR Vegito. So that's going to be very, very important to consider when talking about this PyCon unit right here, right? So that's definitely, again, super, super important. We also have our boy Janemba right here. So Janemba, of course, SSR, Fat Janemba, TUR Fat Janemba, and then he has an active skill transformation into the Super Janemba right there. No details or anything on his transformation conditions or what. I really would hope maybe that he could be like Angel Golden Frieza, and he could instantly use his active skill whenever we want, and then he would just be way different, before and after he transforms. I don't know, maybe he's like a support type unit before he transforms, and he does like other things that Janemba units don't do. I don't know. And then after he transforms, he can resemble, kind of the Janemba units that we're usually looking at. I would say there's almost zero chance Janemba is not absolutely stunningly good. With his link set, right, how ridiculous his link set is, he's a big bad bosses unit. The only real negative about Janemba is his lack of category teams. So he, for the first time, we have two, like, DOKKANFEST characters who it's like, this isn't like a Saiyan that's on, like, 10 categories, Super Saiyan, Kamehameha, Transformation Boost, all this shit. Pikkon is only on, the 4 right now, although he'll get Movie Hero as well. And then Janemba is just on movie bosses and transformation boosts. He's only got 2. So I want both of these characters to introduce new leader skills. I can't even think of one for Pikkon right now. I don't know. Janemba, I feel like an easy one they could just do with Janemba is regeneration. I think would work fairly well. He doesn't really regen that much compared to like some of the Namekians that do that shit, but I still feel like giving him regen would work. Regen, I think, would be a fairly powerful category team in Dokkan as well. So, that would obviously only be a good thing, right? Hopefully it's not just some fodder, like, category, one of these, like, very, like, just arbitrarily done, like, stupid categories. It would not be great, right? We also have right here, this is a super attack, so we already saw this. So we also have right here, this is a new story event, the Fusion Reborn story event. Surprisingly, up until this point, almost 6 years into the game's life cycle, we do not have a Fusion Reborn story event, right? We have one for every other Dragon Ball Z movie, except for movie 1 with Garlic Jr., who obviously he's not around. Movie 2 with Dr. Willow, he also is not around in Dokkan. And then, stunningly, one of the most hyped movies with Gogeta in it is also not a story event that is around, but finally we're going to get that. It does say right here that there's going to be a new Veku card that can Dokkan Awaken. I believe Goresh did clarify that it's a new Veku card and not specifically, I think, the old Veku from the Dokkan event. I believe it's probably a brand new farmable Veku we'll be able to get here. That is good, by the way. If they make Veku just like, I don't know, like 90% damage reduction, but then he does nothing else, that makes him an interesting option. Fusion is not a big team, right? Like, if we go ahead and take a look at the Fusion category real fast, how can I get there fast? I guess I'll just hit Vegito, and then we'll hit Fuse Fighter, and then we'll go to Gogeta, and then we'll go to the Fusion team. There we go. Fusion does not have that many characters in it, so getting a TUR Veku would be very useful. And if you look at the old SR Veku, he's got 50% chance for 50% damage reduction. That's what I'm saying. Like, if they just give the new Veku, like, just straight up, like, 80% damage reduction or something like that to mimic his role in the movie, which was just buying time, that's not necessarily going to be a bad thing. I think this guy can help out a lot. Fusion does need it. Actually, Otherworld Warriors needs it as well. Movie Heroes, I don't know. Movie Heroes can use the extra. It's the only category this guy's on that doesn't really need help is Kamehameha. But the other 3 is fine. Like, Movie Heroes could definitely get a lot more. They could use a lot more units. So, that's going to be very interesting. Oh boy, Fusion Failure. 7% HP regen at Link level 10, huh? What a Link! Oh boy, so he's going to have that dead Link that's going to do nothing. Cool. Great. Right, okay. Very good, very good. So we have that, right? And then lastly, we have the banners here. So, the blue fusions are returning. It's funny, I was streaming with Nolar earlier, and I realized that, like, wait a minute. The 4-year anniversary LRs came back on those banners, the Super Saiyan 3 Goku and Majin Vegeta banner, right? So the blue fusions are probably going to come back on the Pikkon and Janemba banners, and here they are. But then I was wondering, like, well, would it make more sense if STR Vegito and Boo Tanks were on these banners instead? Because remember last year, if we go ahead and take a look at the 5-year anniversary banners, Gohan was on there, and then Cell was on here. So if they do the 6-year anniversary banners the same way, this is going to be LR Buhan, this is going to be LR STR Vegito in the 6-year anniversary banners, right? Now, I'm going to tell you flat out, point blank period, looking at these banners, I think you guys should skip. This is not good. Like, I think Dokkan actually is probably going to hit top grossing with these banners because of the blue fusions on there. Literally. Because of them being on there, I think they probably will. Unless, like, dude, even if, like, PyCon is, like, head and shoulders the best unit in the game or something like that, like, the 6-year anniversary is literally around the corner. Like, it's December 19th right now. I'm telling you right now that the PyCon banners, this is either going to be on the 26th or the 28th. Every single New Year's banner the last 4 years has been either the 26th or the 28th. So I highly, highly recommend, considering that the 6-year anniversary is going to be 30th, 29th, 28th, somewhere in that range right there. I highly recommend you guys skip these banners. I mean, this is a very early, like, we haven't even really seen the full super attack animations. We haven't seen transformation conditions, nothing like that, right? But this doesn't look good enough. The 3 anniversary LRs being on there, like, no bueno, man. No way. I don't think so. I do not think so. I think the 6-year anniversary banners could have the LR Super Saiyan 4s on them. They could have the 6-year anniversary units, probably UI Goku and Evolution Blue Vegeta, and they could have STR Vegito and LR Boo Tanks, and they're going to be, those are the banners I think everyone should be summoning for. Not these right here, right? The other thing, too, so if we look at the New Year's banners, they put 1 LR on here, right? One LR, and they bumped it to 8 featured units. Then, same thing with the Vegeta banner. 1 LR, they bumped it to 8 featured units. What is this banner going to look like? Is it going to be 9 featured units? 10 featured units? Like, this could actually not be that great, right? And, like, Gotenks and Exchange Boo are not on the level, like, it's not like, oh, boy. Like, if this was, like, Int Super Saiyan 4 Gogeta, it's different, right? It's like, oh, right? Or if this is, like, Angel Golden Frieza right there, like, could you imagine? At that point, it's like, boy, the banners are looking pretty damn good. But that's not the case. It's old-ass Gotenks Gotenks is solid for Super Battle Road, no doubt about that. I think I really like him in Super Battle Road. Exchange Boo has a great leader skill, but, like, they're just not on the level of all the other Dokkan Fest exclusives that have come out this year. And, like, the 3 anniversary LRs are still great, but, like, they're, about to be 3 years old. The 5-year anniversary LRs are, I would actually probably argue that Vegito and Gogeta are actually underrated now from what I've seen. People act like they're bad or something, and it's absurd, right? They're just not God level turn 1, that's all. They're still very good, though. So, I don't know. I would highly recommend skipping, but, I mean, we don't have the info. This is very preliminary, but it's literally just because JP, we're about to hit anniversary, right? Like, I'll tell global players to summon all day long right now because, you guys got a nice 6 months until anniversary in July. So, I mean, that's the thing. The anniversary banners, like, every time they show up, they're the best banners. And you're going to wish you had a full 500 stones ready to go for these banners and shit like that when they show up. So, definitely keep that in mind. Patience is a virtue, and patience is very important in this situation. But we'll see what the full banner looks like once it actually arrives, right? So let me know what you guys think of sort of this preliminary info about PyCon and stuff like that. I mean, again, with the blue fusions actually on the banner, I would not be stunned if Dokkan got top grossing, believe it or not, with PyCon. When PyCon hits top grossing, GG. So let me know what you guys think. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch y'all next time.